Hello everyone. Yeah, so in this class we are going to learn about what are the commands are there for using your CRUD operation. For doing your CRUD operation, there are some commands are there. So in our previous class we learned about what is MongoDB and why we use it, what is NoSQL, and then we learn about what is MongoDB like Atlas also, right? So if you want to use in your own system, you can download the MongoDB. We see all the steps to download your MongoDB, right? And then we see what is the MongoDB Atlas, why we are using it. So when you use MongoDB Atlas, there is no need to install anything and there is no need to deploy or do hosting anything, right? So it is already like a cloud based. Then after it we see there are the commands, like when you install the MongoDB locally. So there are some commands. If you want to just for the practice or for the learning purpose, you can use MongoDB locally in your system. You have to install it. So we see the commands, all the things like we divide the commands in three parts. First one is system and setup. To after downloading your MongoDB, you have to do some setup. So you have to check version, is it installed properly or not. You have to install start the server of your MongoDB. Okay, then to stop the server we use some command. Okay, so then after it we see the database level commands. After creating a MongoDB, like after installing MongoDB, we must have to create database. In database we have to create collection. In collection we have to create document. So in our previous class we see all the database level commands. So we can see all the databases using this show dbs. You can use a particular database and we can use this db. It will show the current active database name, and using this drop database we can delete a current database. And this is your collection based command. If you want to show the collections, like in a database how many collections are there, you can see it using this show collection command. If you want to create a new collection, you can create it. We did all these things, right? And in our previous class we see how can we insert some new data in a collection. Okay, so now we are going to see this one, read. In our today's class we are going to see this read. Using this read we are finding we can fetch some data from our database. Inside database we have collection, so from our collection we are fetching some data. So for that we have some commands. So now first of all I am going to my cmd command prompt. We have to open the cmd in administrator mode. So just yes, then you have to give mongosh. See, yeah, just see this one. Yeah, see, it is giving me test. So it means what? Now I am in the terminal of your, now I am in the shell of your MongoDB. So here you can use all the commands. First of all, let's check my DBs. Show DB. So I have all these DBs. So now I want to work with my first DB. So I must have to use to see the collection. So I have to use show. So first of all, let's switch to this my first DB. For that I have to use this use, and after it use, and after it I have to give my first DB. Okay, so now I switch inside this collection. So inside this collection I want to see all the collections. So that's why I'm using show collections command. So inside this I just have this teachers collection. So if you want to create one more collection inside it, you can do it by using this command, db dot create collection. And here I want to create the collection of students as well. So just comment. Okay, so now it is created, it is giving okay one. So if I want to show all the collection, show collections. So it will show all the collections. So I have two collections, students and teachers. So now inside my students and teachers, see inside my teacher I already have some data, right? So if you want to insert, we already see this one in our previous class. Now if you want to insert some new some extra thing inside your teachers database, so you can use this command, db dot db.collection. Here you have to write the name of your collection. Why? Because inside this collection, no, inside this database you can have multiple collections, so that is why you have to write the name of your collection. I'm giving teachers, then insert 1, and then after it you have to give bracket, then curly brackets. Why curly bracket? Because the form of data here is JSON. So giving name, suppose I'm giving some ABCD and giving comma, and giving after this I'm giving some like a age as well. Let's give age also. I'm giving 23. Now I'm closing this one, closing this. Yeah, first of all give curly bracket close. Now it will be fine. So it is giving me some kind of error. Inserts, the spelling of insert is not proper, so let me correct it. Insert 1. See, it is inserted. Now I want to find out, I want to, like, from this collection I want to find out the document from it. So for that we use this fetch commands to fetch the data. Okay, now let's see each one by one. Okay, so first of all we have this db.collection, db dot, here I am using the teachers database, teachers collection dot find. See, it is giving me the complete object, complete JSON format data. I have this name Fatima and age 23. Okay. Yeah. So I have this name ABCD and age 23. So it is showing all the two data whatever I have inside my teachers collection. Similarly, if you want to get it in a pretty format, okay, so you can read the description from it. Display data in a readable format. So to get a data in a readable format, you can use db dot collection. Here you have to write the name of your collection, teachers dot pretty. Find pretty, I think. So let's see the command. Find dot pretty. Find dot pretty. Okay. So let's check this one. Yeah. So here it is mostly same only, but it is more readable compared to the previous one. Okay. So yeah, it is correct only. So similarly, if you want to find a particular field which contains the name Fatima, so we are doing just some kind of filtering. Okay, here inside this find bracket we are giving some field. So like this, inside this bracket I am giving name ABC. Okay, so it will only give me the object which contains the name ABC. Yeah, just see this one. So yeah, it is ABCD and I just give ABC, so that's why it is not showing me. So let me give ABCD here. See, now it is working fine. So it is just one kind of filtering we are doing. Okay, similarly we have some more option like find one, shows only one document, and to give, like, to do some filtering we can give name here, and we can do like a greater than 20 if I want to get the age of teachers who are greater than 20 only. So we can find out using these filters also, like at there we have to use the dollar symbol, and then after it we have to give greater than GT. Okay, so this is all about how can we fetch it. Okay, now if I want to update some field, I already have the name Fatima, now I want to give Fatima Tabassum. So for that we can use this update one. Here we have to give the filter, and then here what we want to update. So let's try this one. Here, from here you can see the syntax. Let's see this one. Yeah, I'm giving here. Yeah, I think it is not getting copied properly. yeah, why it is not getting properly copied. So let's write the command completely. So we have to give db dot teachers, and then after it we have to give update one, and here you have to give which one you want to update. I want to update this name field, and here the previously it was like Fatima only, but I want to give some different thing now here. Okay, so I want to give like, so it is not updating. We are just setting age 23. Okay, so let's see inside this set. I want to give some different thing. So first of all I will close this one. I will close this curly brackets. Then after it I will give comma. Let's see the syntax first here. Yeah. So then after comma, then I am giving this curly brackets, dollar symbol, set. We have to follow the syntax. Set colon curly brackets, and we can give name. Here I am giving Fatima Tabassum. Now just close this one. Okay, so yeah, now just have to close this curly brackets as well for this set. Again closing, and then now after it closing this brackets. So now it is updated. See, it is showing you true. So you can check it out. So we can use this db dot teachers dot find. Let's see this one. It is getting updated. So this is the way you can update it. So in update also you have some ways, like you can update many also. You can update only the one. You can replace this also. Replace entire document. Okay, so just now till now we discover how can we insert, means how CRUD, the C first one we create some data, then we fetch some data, then after it we update. Now it's time how can we delete some data from our database. To delete some data we use this delete one or delete many. So same way you have to do it, db dot collection name, then delete one. Here you have to give which one you want to delete. So let's see this one. I'm giving db dot teachers dot delete one. So I want to delete the name which contains Fatima Tabassum. So I'm giving curly brackets now and closing it now. See, it is giving true. So you can just find out it is getting deleted or not, or you can use the compass also. Okay, MongoDB compass also to see is it working fine or not. So let's check it out now. db dot teachers dot find. See, it is now only showing me the one field only, one document only, right? This we call this as what, document. Similarly you can delete many as well. So we have filtering options also, like at the time of fetching the data with this find, we can, as we use this one like gt greater than. So similarly there are multiple things are there. You can use equal to, not equal to, greater than, equal to, less than equal to, match in array. Okay, so these are like a filtering options are there in our MongoDB. You can use these filtering options with your find. At the time of fetching some data you can use this filters. So you can try it out, it will work properly, so no need to be worried in that. And this and or not, it will work like as we already learned in our JavaScript. So as in and, both condition must be true, and in or at least one must be true, like this. So you can try it out by yourself also. Now it's time to see what is mongoose. Okay, we discover all the CRUD operations with our MongoDB. So now it's time to see what is mongoose now. What is mongoose? Mongoose is nothing unique thing. Like in MongoDB we are doing all the operations, but to connect your MongoDB with your backend, with your Node.js and Express.js, we have to install something. We have to install something. That thing is your what? Mongoose. MongoDB is your database and mongoose is your ODM, object data modeling. It helps you to create schemas. Like using it, you can create schemas, you can add validations, talk to MongoDB easily from Node.js. You can talk to MongoDB, okay. Without using mongoose, you can't directly talk to with your MongoDB using Node.js. So that is why we use this mongoose. You have to install it first. So real world apps never use raw MongoDB directly. They use mongoose. Instead of directly using the MongoDB, they use what? Mongoose. They connect your MongoDB with your backend using this mongoose. So what we are doing now? So now we are going to create the CRUD APIs. So we are going to create a CRUD APIs. We are going to use create add user, get all user. So now we are using actual database. In our at the time of learning Node.js and Express.js, we use some dummy data, right? But now we are using some actual data. Like now we are getting the data from our database. Whenever I add something, the data will be added in my MongoDB. So we are going to do this one. Like this will be like your complete full project of your front end and back end. So for that, you must have to see the folder structure. Okay, like this is the standard folder structure you must have to follow at the time of creating your backend development. Okay, at the time of creating your backend development, you must have to follow this structure. We use this server.js package is already installed. We use this .env. Why we use this .env? Because when you want to keep some data secret, like if you are giving some string, your MongoDB link, you can't directly give it inside your code, right? So that is why we are keeping these things as a separate, like a secret. So that is why we use this .env. At the time of hosting, we provide all the details in a different way. If you are giving some passwords, so we can't directly give all the passwords or keys directly in your code. Instead of it, we use this .env. Okay, then after it we have to create one folder, that is config. Inside this config we use this db.js. Inside this db.js we write the code of our mongoose. Then we have models user.js. We create all the models. We are going to see all the things. We are just writing, we are giving like a proper structure for writing your code. And we have controllers, all the like a logical code we give inside these controllers. And routing codes we give inside it. Like we are separating all our necessary codes in a different folders. Instead of writing all the code in your one single file, we are just dividing it properly and then we are using it. Okay, so the first thing to create any API, as you already know, we have to use npm init y, and we have to install the dependencies. We have to install Express, we have to install Mongoose, and even we have to install .env as well. Why .env? Because we want to keep some data secret. Then you can install this nodeman also. And in your server.js, like in your entry point, how we can do all the things, same thing you have to do. But here we used the dummy data, but instead of it we are just importing a file where we write all the code of our database. We are just importing that file. Then after it we are using storing Express in app variable. Then we are using .env.config. Okay, so this is the one .env. This is your variable. From it we are using .config. Okay, so now we are creating some middleware. We already learned the concepts of middleware. Now then after it we are connecting the database. We are calling a variable, this variable connect db. Okay, so here we are giving the routes. See here we are giving the path of it. Why? Because we are keeping the code separately. Instead of writing all the codes in a single file, we are dividing all the code in a multiple files. Here we are writing the code of MongoDB in a different file. Here we write the routes code in a different file. Okay. So the next step we have to do, we have to create the MongoDB connection. That is your config db.js. See this one only, from where we are getting our data. So we are discussing about that file only. So here we have to use mongos.connect. Here we have to give the URL. Okay, URL of your MongoDB Atlas or MongoDB, like from your like a local MongoDB as well. You have to give the URL here. Okay, using this way, await MongoDB connect and URL here. First of all, we are importing mongoose. Okay, then using it, it will be like a connected properly with your backend. This is your environment file. Just see this one, port number and MongoDB URL we are giving here. And then we are discussing about the model. So schema, you can give your proper schema inside this models folder. So like a models folder means you are just defining the structure of your JSON object. So I want the name field, email field, age field. So we are just defining all the fields inside this models folder. So this is your sixth step. Then after it, we use this controller logic. What is this controller logic means? We are creating functions here, like how we give the routing functions. Inside our routing we create some functions, right? At the time of giving routing, we create some functions. So instead of writing the function inside a route only, we create a separate folder for it. So just see this one. Yeah, so just see this, create user, get user, get user by id, update user, all these things. This is just a functions. But then after it, after creating this function, we are integrating this, we are adding this function with our routes. See, this is the way we are calling our all our functions. So previously how we did, we use router.post, and here only we give our function, right? Using next response and like a response request, next all the things we use in our router. So instead of that, we are creating a separate function, then we are using it in our routes folder. Okay, then what we have next here? So let's see this one. Yeah, just we have to run our project. So you can add new, like add all the new user. You can check it out in your MongoDB. It will be added. So we are going to do all the things in coding as well. So there is some issue in with my VS Code. Let's open it. Okay, so better we will continue this. Just I give you the theoretical explanation of all this complete folder structure, but we are going to see it completely in our full stack project. We are going to create a front end, we are going to create a back end, and with your MongoDB in our next class. Like this will be your final project. We are going to create like a block website. In that you can create some blocks, you can read, you can delete, like this. Okay, so after that we will see like we are using some, like how can we add the APIs of your AI Gemini. We will integrate Gemini API as well after completing our final project. In our final project, we are going to use generative AI, like cursor we are going to use. We will create front end and then we will use the back end. We will follow this folder structure only. Okay, so yeah, that's all for our today's session. Okay, so you guys have any doubts? Okay, so yeah, let me end our today's session. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Have a nice day.